welcome you guys to the ministry, and today we are talking about not quitting too early. You have to know that you can't allow yourself the want nor desire to quit. Sometimes some of us are so close, I mean really close to our breakthrough, like right now. We are almost completely to where we are supposed to be, and because of that, you're going to be facing periods of exhaustion. You're going to be facing periods of confusion. You're going to be facing periods of issues, and because of this, these are minor issues. Depending on what kind of season you're in, these issues may feel more major than minor, depending on what level of spiritual warfare you have. These may feel more major than minor, but you have to come to the understanding that a lot of it is just simply a test. You are being tested and proven before your restoration. I just recently did, I do consecrations pretty often, but I just came off of one, and usually you got to come to the understanding when you come off of one, 9 times out of 10 you're going to go through a certain amount of warfare. It just comes with the territory. And I was listening to a word the other week, and it was literally talking about when the enemy has nothing else, he's going to come after your mind in doubt. Because if he can get you to doubt yourself, he can create an opening that he can come back into. But you have to have wisdom, and you have to understand that, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fall for that trick. I'm not going to fall for that, because he's going to come at you in whatever way he possibly can. He's going to try to exhaust you. We're in the middle of July. July is the hottest month of the year. Why am I sitting outside in July in a sweater? Because it's early in the morning. This is the moment in which you will get a little bit of coolness. There will be a breeze. It was a rainstorm yesterday. So yes, I have on a sweater. But this sweater coming off. But there is this element where the enemy will come in and try to bring in little things, because if he can get you to bother you, he got you. If he can get you to come against you, he has you. If he can get you to quit, he got you. There's a saying that goes, your blessing is coming irregardless of what it is that you're desiring to do. It's just that the enemy knows that it's coming. He needs for you to come against you in such a way that you'll miss it when it does come. You won't be prepared. You won't see it. You won't be able to fully receive it, because you are operating in the wrong space, wrong head place. But God is able. And because God is able, he will give you wisdom. I'll give you the example of the last 2 days. Yesterday, I was dealing with my phone's memory. There's 10 gigs. I don't know where they went. And I said that in a previous video. But the 10 gigs, I don't know where they went. Then after those 10 gigs disappeared, I had to hurry up, take the video off of the phone, put it on my computer. I had to wait forever for it to process. Then I had to edit a video on my computer, and then just as it was finishing its editing process, it canceled itself, so I had to do it over again. But it was actually a blessing in disguise, because the way that I had edited it, it was wrong. I had 2 of the same clip in there, which would have made it almost twice as long as it was, and it would have messed up the flow of the training. So I was like, oh, so that actually was a blessing in disguise. then that time gave me time to pray in relation to what was going on and what I needed to pray in relation to. So it was a blessing in disguise. Then I was able to sit down and work on what I needed to work on otherwise, and it all ended up working out in my favor. I ended up being able to go back, do the video I needed to do, the other half of the video. I ended up getting all the videos up the way that they needed to go, and I was able to do some research on this other stuff for another part of the thing that I was doing. So all in all, I did not quit, and because I did not quit, the obstacle moved. I think I said this in a previous video where I was talking about how the Lord will put you in a situation and it will be assumed that, that's what I said, it will be assumed that there will be a wall there. But the wall, the Lord has already beat it down himself. All you have to do is push it over. Push it. It's going to move. This is old saying. I don't know if you remember it. If people used to say, when, for instance, somebody, they were doing all this work, and the next person came up and they did one hit, and it knocked the thing over. They'd be like, yeah, but I was the one that got it ready for you. That's what God did. God got thing ready for you. You just gotta walk in it. This morning I was thinking about something, because I was awake after prayer, and I was watching training and watching a video by one of my coaches, and she was talking about something, and I was like, oh my God, I can do it that way. I can do it that way. There's something coming for you guys. There's something coming for you guys. But with that being said, I came to the realization this is warfare. This is simply warfare, because I'm coming into a place of who I am. And I'm coming into the realization of my identity. This morning, I literally, the first video that popped up on my YouTube after I was preparing to go and watch one of the ministers that I listened to, I saw this video by somebody I also follow, and she released the word saying, oh, you need to not have them faux locks in your head. And I was like, I just put these in. Oh my God, what are you talking about? Lord, I'm freaking out. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, Lord, what? I went and had me a moment with God. I went and sat down and I said, God, if you didn't want me to have these locks in my head, you would show me that you didn't want me to have these locks in my head, because you wouldn't have discounted the price so that I could have gotten the way that I wanted them. And when I tell you, do these locks not look like everything? He showed me getting my hair twisted like this. And matter of factly, I was on one of these videos when I said, man, I would like to do my hair again. I don't know whether I said it in the video, I was thinking it. But, and I was sitting there like, yeah. And I'm like, wait, is this warfare? Are you testing me? And then something dawned on me. The Lord's been showing me images of myself. And in it, he showed me taking a picture of myself. And I'm like, wait. I went and I said, you know what? Before I do anything in my head, let me go and take the pictures that the Lord told me to take. Child, please. I took them pictures. And I was like, oh, the enemy intimidated. I look like myself now. That's a spirit of intimidation. He's scared. I'm coming back to me, and he's scared. That's what that is. Okay. He afraid. I'm starting to come back into the person that I once was, and he wants me to quit ahead of time. Because he doesn't want me to come out and be all of myself. Quitting. Do not give in to that spirit of intimidation. No. Not at all. Do not do that. because I was like, Lord, if I'm thinking correctly, this word going to be in alignment with everything that's happening this morning. And you know what? It is. I was able to use it as an example for this teaching. It's a spirit of intimidation. Not today, honey. I released the word on my SoundCloud. Not today. Not today. I'm coming back into who I was. Years ago, I used to love to dye my hair red. I love to dye my hair red. This is extensions. This can come out. Even what you see in my roots, that is a temp color. If I wanted to walk into that house right now and wash my hair out, my hair would be back to the color that I normally would wear it at. And it's funny because one of the other ministers I listen to, she's dyeing her hair blonde right now. I'm like, And my coach loves her hair purple. And I'm like, we have to come into who we are. And I love this expression of myself because it ain't permanent. It's nothing permanent about this. I can take it out tomorrow. And the enemy would have loved for me to take these faux locks out before I did what the Lord wanted me to do. And when I did what I saw, I was like, oh, intimidation. Do not quit when the Lord is telling you to do something. You are that close to your breakthrough. You are that close to the manifestation of what it is that the Lord wants in your life. He is leading you and guiding you somewhere. There is something that he is trying to get from you to you, and he has for you. And he's preparing it for you. But if you quit too soon, you're going to miss it. This is not the season to miss what God has for you. This is the season to walk completely in the fullness of what the Lord desires from you. No quitting. You prayed for this. You desired this. You walked through some dark seasons for this. You cried out. There were tears for where you are about to head into. Do not quit now. And do not ever let the spirit of intimidation tell you what you should be doing. Don't ever allow that to happen. And I see it. Something happened to my father yesterday, and now I see it. It's a spirit of intimidation. He was praising the Lord about something, and my father doesn't always do that. And I said, you got to do that more. And my prayer is he continues to do that. And the enemy got scared and came after him in relation to something specific. But I'm cursing by the fire of the blood of Jesus Christ that the Lord is going to open another pathway for him to do exactly what he's supposed to be doing. For the Lord is in control. There is the spirit of intimidation shall not win. We curse it at the root. It's not going to bear any fruit. Not in my life, not in his life. No. For as for me and my household, it shall serve the Lord. No, 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 no. The Lord is going to make a way, and he's going to open a door. Don't you dare quit. Don't you dare let go. Don't you dare let up in this season. This is the season in order for you to move forward. If you're supposed to give, you give. If you're supposed to do whatever it is you're supposed to do, this may be a season that you need to do or die. And my coach was literally talking about this yesterday. She's saying that people in this season, you got to be authentic. You got to be you. You got to do what you got to do in order for you to get where you have to go. And the enemy is going to try to use spirit of intimidation, fear, all of this. He did 2 videos talking about this. To keep you from walking into the fullness of what it is that you're supposed to walk into. She had an experience herself yesterday. It's a spirit of intimidation because your breakthrough is that close. And you are in a do or die situation and you got to get this thing done. You either have to do it or you have to set it up so that it will be ready to be done when the opportunity arises. But either way, keep going. And I noticed I've even felt that spirit of tiredness when I was trying to finish working on my podcast the other day. I'm like, what is this? Do not quit. Not now. You are way too close. Failure is not an option. Quitting is not part of your vocabulary. Not now. Not now. You've come way too far. You've been through too much. I know what I've been through. I know what I've experienced. I have been through way too much to allow anything to stop me from getting where I need to go. There is a pressing that's necessary. You have to press forward. You have to push forward. You have to walk into the things that God has shown you that you need to walk into in this season. But you're going to have to keep moving even if you can't see the end. God has a door. You keep moving. God will bring people to meet you where you need to meet at. But you got to keep moving in spite of. Quitting is not an option. You are so close. Keep on going. Keep going. You are almost to the next level. There's going to be a shift. And I remember I was praying this between yesterday and today. It was either this morning's prayer or yesterday's prayer where I was talking about there's going to be a shift. A shift is coming. Be prepared for it. A door is being prepared to open. Be prepared. And that's my word for today. Until the next part, this is Taj McCameron. Much love, faith, peace, and blessings to you. Bye-bye.